We hyperventilated about the Dallas Cowboys all year. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're that. Oh, they're this. Oh, best regular season record. And then nothing really happened in the playoffs. New England won another Super Bowl. We do this. We hyperventilate about regular seasons. But in the NFL, I do sort of understand it because year to year, there's a lot of changes in the NFL. Like you could go just to the NFC South. Carolina's great one year, and then Atlanta's great the next year, and 2 years earlier it was New Orleans. That division changes every year. But in the NFL, you do get massive swings, teams good, bad, horrible, interesting, playoff, no playoff, Super Bowl losers, end up being real losers next year. But in the NBA, it's largely understood. Vegas will tell you, they put the odds out. Warriors, Cavs are making it to the finals. We can argue and hyperventilate. But one of the things I have defended with LeBron and the Cavs is taking some days off. And in our hyperventilating stage, it's like the mirror in the bathroom gets fogged. We can't see clearly. The Boston Celtics are the number one seed in the East going into the playoffs. They are the weakest number one seed, in my opinion, I've ever seen in the NBA. Now, they're not a bad team. They are a playoff team. They have an excellent coach. They have a star point guard. They're good at home, and they play real defense. You would not be embarrassed if they were a 3 seed or a 4. They are certainly a playoff team, and you could put them at a 3 seed, and that's fine because they do have some really nice components. They protect home court. They've got a decent bench. They got a star guard. They play real defense, and I love their head coach. And they're on their way. They're building a really nice organization. But it would be like if the Dodgers' Rich Hill was your ace, you'd have a weak staff. Rich Hill is your 3, you have a good staff. Big difference between a 1 and a 3. But I went to the Clippers game last night, and the thing about the NBA, and I think it's like this more than any other sport. You can watch a game. I take my daughter, never been to an NBA game. You can watch an NBA game for 5 minutes and know who has the good players and know who can't play. I mean, you can go 5 minutes and go for Sacramento last night. Aaron Aflalo is a good mid-range player. And Chris Paul's the best player on the floor. And DeAndre Jordan's really a headache to guard. And Blake's athletic but can't shoot. My daughter's never been to an NBA game. You can figure that out in about 7 minutes. So imagine if you're as good as LeBron James and you know Boston is going to send Jay Crowder at you. And if he gets in foul trouble, it'll be Amir Johnson. That's why guys rest. That's why they rest. Never forget this. The mirror is getting fogged because of all the hyperventilating. We're breathing so heavy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The mirror is getting fogged. You do realize the Cavs were 39-16 at the All-Star break. They established themselves easily as the best team in the East, and then they throttled down. But let's go back even to the playoffs last year, then the first half. So let's go look at the last 73 games, almost an entire NBA season. The last 73 games, the Cleveland Cavaliers had played, Kyrie, Kevin Love, and LeBron, J.R. Smith, had played before the second half of this season. They were 55-21 NBA champs, and at one point had a 10-win, no-loss streak in the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs. We do this over and over. LeBron, if my daughter can go to an NBA game in 5 minutes, tell who the best players are, and LeBron looks at Atlanta in the East, and their best player is Paul Millsap, and he looks at Washington, and they haven't won a second-round series since 1979, and Boston is going to throw Jay Crowder and Amir Johnson at him, and you went 55-21 with a ring, and we're all hyperventilating, wonder why Cleveland throttled down. They will win the East. They will win it again. And as Skip and Shannon and Joy just told you, the Celtics owner acknowledging in the last 24 hours, we're not as good as the Cavs. Less hyperventilating, the mirror's not as fogged, the picture becomes clearer and clearer.